So he wasn't in the background check system.
Right. That was a military thing. Also, let's talk about something else you're going to be doing legislatively that's going to impact this country, and that is immigration. We understand there's two main plans you're going to be voting on today, the Rounds plan and the Grassley plan. What would Ted Cruz accept?
Listen, the plans that are before the Senate right now, I think they don't make any sense at all. We should not be granting citizenship to people here illegally. For whatever reason, you've got a whole lot of Republicans eager and to propose granting citizenship for 1.8 million people here illegally.
Oh, so you don't even like the president's four pillars?
Listen, that is dramatically to the left of where Barack Obama was. Barack Obama in DACA, which was executive amnesty, it was illegal, it was unconstitutional. DACA covered 690,000 people. Why on earth are Republicans trying to more than double, nearly triple that from 690,000
it's a more
to
accurate
1.8 million?
But it's a more accurate number.
You know, tell that to the steel workers, tell that to the truck drivers, tell that to the American people we promised we wouldn't do amnesty.
Or to the people that are on the list.
And secondly, DACA, under Obama, did not provide citizenship. For the life of me, I do not understand. DACA was just a work permit. There was no citizenship whatsoever. Why would Republicans be galloping to the left of Barack Obama?
Because they want border security and they got to give to get something up, and you only have 51 votes?
Mark my words. If Republican majorities in Congress pass citizenship for millions of people in amnesty, I think it is quite likely we will lose both houses of Congress, and Speaker Nancy Pelosi will impeach President Trump.
Senator Cruz, do you not think it's accurate? Do you not think it's accurate that 70% of the country want a pathway?
No, I don't think it's accurate. And those polls are done. Those polls are deceptive. I can tell you the American people don't want amnesty. We want the border secured. You know what we ought to be doing? Right. We ought to be passing things like Kate's Law, which I introduced. Kate's Law says that violent felons who repeatedly enter the country illegally should face a mandatory minimum prison sentence. That's common sense legislation. Overwhelming majority of Americans agree with that. If we had passed Kate's Law, that beautiful young woman, Kate Steinle, would not have been murdered on the pier in California by a repeat violent criminal who'd been in and out of prison, deported repeatedly. It is a profound mistake for Republicans to be granting amnesty and a path to citizenship for millions of people here illegally, and it's not being faithful to the promises we made to the voters.
All right, so Senator, you say that if Republicans do pass this, what you regard as amnesty, they'll be punished at the polls in November. What about look at across the aisle? What's the political motivation for the Democrats?
Look, the Democrats, their base, the extreme left, they're angry. They hate the president with a passion. I will tell you, it's not clear anything's going to pass the Senate. Ironically enough, Republicans may be saved from our foolishness because Democrats are so radical and extreme they'll say no to everything. That's possible. But on the left, they are filled with fury, which means 2018 is going to be a turnout election. The left is going to show up in massive numbers. The only question that we need to ask if we want to know, is 2018 going to be a good election? Do Republicans pick up 4, 5, 6 Senate seats? Or is it a disaster election where we lose both houses? Is turnout. Do conservatives show up? And I got to say, if you wanted to design in a laboratory legislation to keep millions of conservatives at home, it would be what's being proposed right now. Let's go to the left of Obama and give a couple million people citizenship who are here illegally. I think that's a real mistake.
In exchange for a wall, which a lot of people want.
But you know what? We saw this deal in the 80s. The wall won't happen. The border security is like a promise of paying you Tuesday for a hamburger today.
If they put the money in a trust fund, it will happen. If they don't, they won't.
But that's not what the legislation does. It does it over 10 years. The Democrats understand this game. They know they can promise border security, and it doesn't happen. And you know what? The American people are tired of that bait and switch.
All right, Senator. Thanks.
Thanks, Senator. Coming up now.